Welcome to Dollars and Cents, hosted by Sanjiv Gupta, CPA. Dollars and Cents is the show about growing more of what you are making, saving more of what you are growing, and making more of what you are growing and saving in the most sensible and tax-efficient manner possible. Feel free to call into our studio number to be live on air with your questions. Call 408-912-5038. That's 408-912-5038. 5038. And here is your host of Dollars and Cents, Sanjiv Gupta, CPA.
Good evening, friends. This is your own CPA, Sanjiv Gupta, CPA. Welcome to today's information-packed Dollars and Cents show, where our whole objective for this show is to provide information, up-to-date information, so that you can use that information in a manner so that you can grow, make, and save your money, and be consistent in filing, doing your return, or making your work in a way that can benefit you in the long run. I know this is a tax season, and this is tax time. As everyone knows, the tax deadline has been extended from April 15 to May 17th, only for individual tax filers, not for S corporation, not for LLC, not for C corporation, not for estimated tax payment, which is due Q1 for 2021, which is due on April 15. If you have any question during this tax season, studio lines are open. It's your time to connect with a CPA live on air, Sanjiv Gupta CPA. You can call the studio line number 408-912-5038. Again, the studio line number 408-912-5038. It may be a question burning in your mind about 401k. It may be a question about going to India. It may be a question about selling your property in India. We covered a webinar last Saturday on foreign account reporting, which I'm going to cover a little bit in my tax topic of the show. If you have any questions relating to business entities, C corporation, PPP loans, this is a time to connect with me. In our dollar update today of the segment of the show, I want to give you a certain announcement done by the IRS, which is going to benefit you. Number one, if you're that person who has got unemployment compensation and you filed the return for the tax year 2020, you don't have to worry, because IRS has announced a plan as of today that they're going to adjust the return for that unemployment exclusion, which is about $10,200 per individual. So if you are married filing joint and both of the spouses received the unemployment compensation of $10,200, which is equal to $20,400. And if your AGI is the total income levels on your 1040 is less than $150,000, that will be automatically excluded from the IRS, by the IRS on your tax returns. You don't have to file amendment. By my question to all of you listening to this show, do you believe the IRS will do that? Well, they have come back and said that this automatic adjustment will not increase any other benefit on the taxpayer returns, any other benefit that are limited by AGI. So as a result, if you are going to benefit the economic stimulus payment, first round and second round, because now AGI is dropped by that exclusion, let's say you're making $160,000 and $10,000 is excluded, or you're making $170,000, $20,000 get excluded. So you can get an EIP first round, which is worth $1,200, $2,400 for married filing joint, and $1,200 for married filing joint in the second round. Will they give you that rebate? I don't think so. So in that case, it's better to amend the returns. But what they're saying is they're not will be able in a position to process those amended returns faster, because they are way behind in processing the returns from last year. Of course, you have to understand COVID has a lot of people working from home, and IRS is one of those agencies which has suffered also because of that. And a lot of work has been put on their shoulders, and they have done fantastic work, by the way. It's not that they're not done; they have done very fantastic with limited resources, and the government putting on their shoulders so many things, so many changes. So they're already in the process of delivering the EIP 3 payments And most of you guys must have received it. If you have not received it, it's an important way that you go on the IRS website, and you can, on the IRS website, on the first page, there's a link that says get my payment. And if you click on that get my payment too, you will come to know about your status of your third EIP, economic impact payment, which is also known, which everybody knows as stimulus payments. So you can get that information. But like I said, if you have unemployment composition and you filed those returns, including that, it's better for you to file amendment. Just hold on for filing amendment. Don't file quickly. Just hold on. Give IRS some time to correct it, to process the pending returns, and then file amendments, because they are not going to check for other things which you want. So that's important to know. Other things they have come out is the PPP line, PPP deadline, Paycheck Protection Program, famous Paycheck Protection Program, that has really, really helped all the business owners for getting this very important money, which really helped them to survive this pandemic. Otherwise, a lot of businesses would have been killed or dissolved. A lot of people would have been on road claiming for unemployment, and their all hell would have broken loose. So this PPP second round has been extended from March 31st to May 31st. Very welcome relief for a lot of people, a lot of business owners who have not yet applied, don't even know where they stand. Don't even know. I got some clients who don't even have knowledge how to apply for these loans. The banks are not helping them. So how these people can access it? So if you're one of those listeners who have a business, sole proprietor, S Corp, C Corp, LLCs, and we've suffered drastically in the 2020 and looking for relief, you can apply under this PPP. Connect with us. We can let you know how to get this benefit. It's a tax-free grant. Never in the history of IRS or in the history of the country, you will find such kind of double dipping of expenses and tax-free income. A lot of businesses have got the benefit of it. They were able to keep the employees on the payroll. So it's important. What about those PPP loan, which has the PPP loan that is in the line with SBA and not been got any green light from SBA? So they will SBA will still process it, but it will take time because the deadline was March 31st. It was extended today on March 30th, not today. Today is March 31st. Yesterday it was extended. So the system will take some time for SBA to update, and hopefully those applications which are in process will get due notice and they will get the green signal from SBA. So that's another thing that came up. And also, if you're a 1040 tax filer, individual tax filers, and you want to invest money in an IRA, traditional IRA, or you want to invest money in HSA, health saving account plan, which really helps individual tax filers to really take tax deferred benefit up to $6,000 per person based on your AGI. And HSA is like a medical IRA. We keep telling all the clients, look into this HSA plans, health saving accounts plan, and contribute to the maximum if you're married filing joint. Of course, one thing you have to understand with HSA is you should only contribute to this HSA plan if you don't go to doctor very often, and you can use that benefit because you need to take a high deductible insurance plan, medical plan, which high deductible is like high deductible amount should be more than $2,500. So up to $2,500 or $2,700, you have to pay from your own pocket. So if you're going to doctor very often and you pay more from your pocket, it doesn't make sense. But if you're one of those persons who don't go to doctor very often, then this plan makes the perfect sense because you can invest that much money into this HSA plan and grow that money tax-free if you use that money and the earnings for medical purposes. It can be medical for self, it can be medical for dependents, qualified dependents. Of course, you cannot use that money for treating your parents in India. A lot of people think, oh, can I use that money for treating my parents in India? Of course not. You cannot. They have to be qualified dependents. But for them, the date has been extended. So its date has been extended till March, till May 17th, 2021. So HSA extension is there, IRA investment extension is there till May 17th. So those are the three important updates from the IRS, which are important to understand and one can benefit from it as well. So if any questions, any listeners have a question, the studio lines are open, 408-912-5038, 408-912-5038. My firm, Sanjiv Gupta CPA's offices in Fremont, Sunnyvale, and Pleasanton, and have a team of experienced CPAs, chartered accountants, EAs, and accounting professionals who not only well versed in US tax rules and regulations, but also with all the complexity relating to Indian taxes and rules and regulations. My office staff speaks multiple languages, and they're available year round, not just during the tax season. A lot of CPAs, they just do the tax work and then disappear. But we are available all the year round. All my staff members are available during the year round. It's not during the tax season. They're hired only. No. Myself, not only a CPA, but also an experienced chartered accountant, having practiced in India for several years before coming to US, and been practicing since 2004. I've been 17 years been practicing here. And like my entire firm has been dealing with all types of complexities, whether it's, like I said, with foreign income, we have multiple rental property, different states, businesses having their offices in different states, different requirements, sales tax, payroll requirements, bookkeeping, all those 9 years, which are complexities. And on top of it, we have a proper system of training, which can really help my staff to be updated with all the changes. And that is really valuable, because they can provide the same service, same knowledge transfer to the client whom they are serving. So it's all up-to-date information which we have, and I make sure that all these things are up-to-date, like I'm sharing a lot of information on air. Anyone who has a burning question, this tax studio lines are open. It's a tax season, of course. 408-912-5038. 408-912-5038. Let's go to our tax topic of the show, which is about our webinar, which happened last Saturday. I keep saying Friday. I don't know why Friday is in my mind today, but it's Saturday. Last Saturday it was fully attended webinar, one of the most popular webinar on foreign account reporting, foreign asset reporting, foreign income reporting, well attended by a lot of participants, and a lot of interesting questions came. About 100 plus questions came from all the attendees. And I made sure I answered all those questions to their satisfaction. I just want to bring to the attention of the listeners who have missed this webinar, or to those people who attended the webinar, just to repeat for them to know. Of course, they now understand what these things are. So few questions came up is, very important question that came up is how to report rental income from foreign properties, how to report interest income from mutual funds, how to report income from different sources of like salaries and other things, how to declare prior year assets which are not reported. What about the PPF accounts? What about the changes made in India? Of course, you know that changes have been made in India recently from 120 days. If you are in India for more than 120 days, you are considered a resident and you have to declare worldwide income. But if there's a COVID disclaimer that says that 120 days is extended to 182 days. What about a one-man company that has happened in India? One-man company, by the way, is a great concept. You have a non-resident and looking to start a business, one-man company, you don't need an Indian director, but there are pitfalls. If you recall, recently today, President Biden is going to talk about this infrastructure spending bill, about $2 to $3 trillion bill that is going to bring. He's talking about bringing in on the Congress and passing it in the month till summertime. Of course, we are looking at increasing the tax rates, increasing the taxes. Everybody is so saying, oh, wow, really the taxes will going to increase? What about like from 37% to 39.6%? What about a corporate rate? What about AMT rate? What about capital gains rate? Everybody's worried about capital gains rate. And well, now he's not talked about those things as of now. He's talked about few things about increasing the corporate rate from 21% to 28%. Where it will get settled is a big question. We have to see. It's a long way for right now to discuss this at this time. But keep in mind, these changes are coming in. And one of this area of this infrastructure spending bill that is going to focus is global income tax. We have a guilty tax already in the system. Very confusing. Very confusing. Not even the IRS knows how to do this. There's illustration. Their publications are very, very complex understanding. But guilty taxes affect a lot of people. And now he's talking about levying higher taxes on income made by multinational companies out there. Whether it will impact small business owners, well, that's $1 million question, which we have to wait for that answer as we see more details coming out from this bill, which is not even out yet with all the details. So it's a long way, but be ready for those things. So when we are talking about this foreign income, foreign asset reporting requirements, really, I want to stress this really in big time, that they are looking into foreign income. They are looking into foreign asset reporting big time. It's not going out. It's not going away. An important question that comes up always from people, and I get this a lot. Hey, how these people are come to know about it? How they know my foreign income, foreign asset, my FD in India, my mutual fund in India, when that asset is not even in my name, is in my somebody else's name or in my first name before marriage, or not even, I have not given any case, know your customer updated database. How are they going to come to know about it? All these people forget one basic thing. It's all in the bank. They're involving financial institutions. Don't you think the financial institution does not have proper things to report all those things? Do you think that it's easy to withdraw money from those banks at this time with the change in status and change in name and change in addresses? They will ask you to sign a lot of forms. You don't even know what the forms are. You just keep signing. And because of FATCA, which is Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act, which shifted all the reporting requirements from foreign institutions to an IRS, there's a lot of information is being shared at the top level. You don't even know what's going on, and using the financial institutions to transfer money, to make money, and to grow money using the financial institutions. There's always a reporting they have to do at the back end. Studio line is open. Studio number is 408-912-5038. 408-912-5038. This is Sanjiv Gupta, CPA. This is my dollar and cent shows. We are coming to very close to the end of the show. But before that, if you have any questions, you can always call the studio line 408-912-5038. If you're that one person, that listener who wants to get your taxes done and looking for help in navigating all the complexities, of course, you can connect to my team, and my phone number at the office is one number, 510-825-7563. 510-825-7563. And my website is sanjivcpa.com, SANJIVCPA.com. By the way, on my website, I've updated a lot of things. You can get and hear a lot of things which are updated every time, every week on that website. And on that website, I'm going to do another webinar, which is coming soon in April, about American Rescue Plan. Big time changes in American Rescue Plan. One of those changes was the unemployment deduction, but there are a lot of other things that will change your bottom line, provided you do it properly. So we're going to have that webinar in the month of April, I think April 24th. So you can, for registration for that webinar, you can go to the website, sanjivcpa.com, SANJIVCPA.com. And looking for tax preparation, definitely you can connect to my office number, one number, 510-825-7563. When we are talking about this foreign account reporting, foreign asset reporting, a very important thing that always comes up, hey, I've not declared this my foreign asset, foreign income in prior years. What should I do? Can I start declaring it from now? And I always place this caution on the part of the taxpayer, or to repeat, to show it the first time. Why? Don't you think if you show it in the first tax return, don't there will be a question at what happened to prior year? Why all of a sudden your foreign F bar is showing a big amount of $50,000 and 8938 is showing $100,000 in income from those on Schedule B or Schedule E, or 18621 is showing for $10,000 interest income? How come this happened this year? What happened to prior years? So there's always a caution on this subject when somebody says, hey, we have not declared in prior years. Of course, you can use the amnesty program, but how to do that amnesty? We have been doing this amnesty for several years. If you're one of those people who want to look into it, consult with us and let us know. What about the important thing that happens here is about the green card for the parents. A lot of people are here. A lot of parents are here on green card. We have sponsored the green card for them, but we never realized that they have pension income, they have rental income, they have interest income, they have mutual fund dividends coming in from stocks also coming in, and they have all those things out there. And you're not declared to the medic for getting medical. California medical, you have to declare foreign income, foreign assets, but you mark that box saying, hey, they don't have any foreign income. And you also mark that box saying that, hey, they don't have foreign asset. One house is allowed, but not more than that. So this is going to happen. This is very serious stuff which we're talking about. You really have to look into all those things carefully, because we're sitting on the tip of the iceberg, which can burst very soon. When something happens to the parents and we're going to transfer that asset or sell those assets which are owned by the parents and get that transferred to our account using the banking institutions, using the other means of method, wire transfer, again through the bank. So I will caution all the listeners who have their parents here on green card and they have substantial assets, substantial income, and not declared for medical purposes, because they don't want to declare it. They want to get cheap medical, but they don't realize this is not going to impact them and their family members who have worked really hard to make that money, and they need to be told on this. So it's important that all these listeners who have those kind of scenarios, who have things that they want to discuss, they can connect to our office. They can call the office number 510-825-7563, and we can really go on one-on-one basis consultation and see where it goes from there. My website, sanjivcpa.com, sanjivcpa.com, has a lot of up-to-date information. If you want me to discuss any particular topic for my shows, definitely you can email me at sanjiv@sanjivcpa.com, sanjiv@sanjivcpa.com. I will welcome all those questions, and I will take those questions next time in my show, which is happening again every Wednesday, 6:30. Mark your calendar, 6:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. is our wealth show, which is termed as Dollars and Cents. Cents in making in dollars properly and in a manner consistently with your objectives. Website is the same, sanjivcpa.com, sanjivcpa.com. Hopefully, all the changes that is happening in the tax world, a lot of changes. Every day we come out with a lot of changes. And California, by the way, is different animal. California state is different animal totally. They are so backed up. They're not coming forward with any clarity on the PPP loan forgiving expenses or any conformity to the changes done at the federal level. We are still waiting for those changes. Hopefully they will come forward. Hopefully they will realize the plight of the taxpayers and the tax preparers, and they will come forward and clear all those confusion that exist. With that, I just want to thank all of you to listening to my show. Hope to see you next Wednesday, same time, 6:30. And in the meantime, if you have time to get vaccinated, please go ahead and do get vaccinated and we have to defeat this COVID to the best possible manner. Keep wearing masks and keep those social distance, and just let's focus on keeping ourselves and everybody safe. Thank you again for listening. Thank you.
Thank you